Yeah. That's okay. I'll stop.
Oh, hang on, we're still here. What's happened to our music? No. What?
Did it again. He did it again.
And is it not gone live again?
I think so.
Oh, you're joking me.
We are
First
live.
live preview on stage.
We are live.
I'm just going to dance because if we are live,
I'm watching this right now.
are we? What?
Yes,
With no
we're live.
music, Ray?
Yeah.
That doesn't happen. We're an incredibly professional show. Well, we could just do it. Should we just do it without the music?
I think
Why
we're
not?
here.
I'm ready. Let's just do
We
it.
could just sing. So I say, come on, Ray. Thank you for the music, the songs they're singing. Thanks for all. Hi, David. You all right down there, mate? Oh, never mind. We'll just do it anyway. Good afternoon, evening, morning, Tuesday. How are you all, guys? Hey, how's this? David is he's inspiring me because you may not have realized this is how I work, you see. I'm looking at David and I'm thinking, there is absolute sunshine coming through his windows. Look. No,
The beast from the east doesn't exist, Rokk. It doesn't
a couple of
exist.
weeks ago it was dark, mate, and now it's light. It's light, I tell you. Woo!
I was
And this supposed storm that was coming over the weekend, all we've had is sun. All we've had is sun up here. I'm not complaining one bit, man.
Me neither, my friend. And do you know what I'm not complaining about either, David? Seeing my lovely friend Ray back from the dead. Look at him, bless. It's like the 40 days of Lent, and at the end of it, Ray emerges from the cave.
Yeah.
How fantastic! So how are you feeling, Ray? How are you now, my friend?
I'm a lot better. I was getting scared. I thought it was a little touch of COVID, but I am better now. So thank you. But I want to send a very, 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 very special birthday shout out to my wife, Nicole. Happy 50th. Love you, honey. I remember when we met when you were 15, and now, oh my God, we have, wow, like, it's just amazing how time just goes. But happy birthday, honey. I love you.
The big stop.
Is that taking me back in time? Can I go back?
Yeah. Ray, were you 15 when you met her? Please don't tell me you were 38 or 40 or something.
Nicole is only 10 days older than me. So I just reminded her this morning. I was like, wow, it feels good to be with a milk.
Toy boy. Ray's a toy boy.
You know, not very many people know Ray was very athletic as a young man. He was almost a track star. I think he got chased out of her house a few times.
He was. Yeah,
That's
it's
right.
true.
Daddy was like, boy, what you doing in my house? What? Yes.
Hurry, get me Betsy.
Yeah. There was one time I spent the night, and that was because I had no choice because I got stuck underneath her bed, and her parents came home, and there was no way I could get out of there. So I just
These things happen.
underneath the bed. 15 years old. 15
Underneath
years
the
old.
mattress with the springs in your head, in your face.
Her dad would I don't know. Her mother was actually worse. Her mother had a good left jab. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I didn't know where we were going.
No, I remember the mother said, I see Ray's coming round. And the daughter said, yeah, you shouldn't have hit him so hard, Mum. Oh, wow, what a shame. Brilliant stuff, mate. We're just always chuffed to have you back. I know you've been under the weather, so great to see you, dude.
I'm back.
Fighting fit. Wow. And I tell you who's looking dapper and clean of head. Why?
Look at that.
None other than SPG, who's been to the BARB ER.
I think that's Barber.
Yeah, could be.
Yeah, got me a haircut, man. I had to lower the ears a little bit, as they say.
You still only look the same age as David. I don't know how you manage it.
Staying inside. Stay away from the sun.
Aha.
in the dark basement, you know.
David's desperate for it. Look at him. Give me the sunshine. Oh, dear. David, how are you, dude? Have you fully moved in now? Are you?
Yeah, everything. Well, we didn't move the fridge. We
Left
we put the washing machine in the utility room anyway, which is where it's meant to go. But the fridge is just so big, it doesn't fit where it's meant to fit. But
It's a huge.
Love your
made it
spices, man. Look
we've
at all
made
the
it all
spices.
work.
He could season anything you
Look
got.
at all those spices, man.
No, you know what that is, Ray, don't you? He's preparing for the apocalypse, mate. That's as long as he's got 20 tins of beans and a load of chili sauce, he's in. He's got it sorted.
Can't forget the spam. Keep up on spam.
Oh, you need the spam. You absolutely need the spam. So true. Guys, what have you been playing for the past week? Ray, you had all the time at home there feeling sorry. Have you been playing, getting games completed?
Love Hogwarts. Love that game. I love that game. So that's probably one of my number one games I'm playing right now. Yes. And I picked up Gotham Knights for like $25,
Okay.
and I picked up Marvel Midnight Sun.
Wow.
Picked up and so I've been playing those games as well. Those are some really honest, good games to pick up for that price. And then me and the family went and saw Ant-Man, the Quantum Mania.
What, Cowboy? Was he epic? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
But honestly, don't listen to the reviews. Go see the movie.
Was it good? Was it good, mate? You enjoy it, or?
I thought it had action. It made me laugh. It was. I went in. I said, you know what? I'm not gonna blank out the reviews. I'm just gonna see it. I gave it a 7 out of 10.
That's okay.
7 out of 10.
There's nothing wrong with that. Because some people, I don't know why, but some people were saying it was going to mark the end of Marvel. What's that all about? Why?
Well, it has King the Conqueror, and I will just stop it from there. And King the Conqueror was a very, very powerful dude. Very
Awesome.
dude.
Wow. Wilhelm, mein Herr, what have you been dibble-dabbling in?
Well, we're going to discuss it later, but I picked up Dying Light 2 for around $20 on CD keys. And it's an amazing game.
Good price. Great game.
Very good game.
Yeah.
Also, I installed Atomic Hearts. I haven't got to it yet to check that out. Playing a little bit of Battlefield. What else did I pick up? I purchased something else recently. Oh,
you've been playing Baldur's Gate, haven't you? Been getting in a bit of Baldur's Gate 3. We had a sesh, didn't we? We had a real cracker of a sesh. Yeah.
So it was a lot of fun. Rokk, actually, what do you think of the game? Have you played it on
good.
your own again, or?
No, I haven't, because, and that's not because I'm not going to, it's just because I have, as you know, I've had so many games that I've been juggling 4 or 5, but I really enjoyed it. But I tell you now, and I absolutely mean this, I am convinced if I hadn't have done that little session with you fellas to get a bit more of a feel, I don't reckon I'd have played it for more than a few minutes, because I think you really benefit from going in with someone that can say, this is what this is about, and this is how you move, and you do this. It just made all the difference. It's that kind of a game, like Destiny, I suppose. But no, 100%. I'm absolutely going to keep playing it. I just, it's on my back burner, mate. You know how it goes.
Yeah. Well, and it's not even out yet. It'll be coming out in August if there's
The full
not a delay.
version.
Yeah. But you're completely right, though. It's a whole lot of content creators and other people jump into the game, and you really kind of need a knowledge base going in a little bit. You really do, because there's a lot of mechanics and a lot of moving parts. So
no, it was good, mate. Definitely. I mean, I can see that I need to invest more time to really get under the skin of the game. I need to be, I've only given it an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Which is, it's like not even blowing the froth off the beer, let alone having a sip, is it? So, I know I've got to give it a bit more time, but definitely spending the time with you and David and Bjorn kicked in towards the end was good fun, mate. I enjoyed it. David, have you had any time? Because you've been moving and grooving and what have you. Have you been getting games in, or?
I have barely been playing anything. I checked out a little bit of Atomic Hearts today, which what a phenomenal game! And it's lovely.
It's good.
Brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah,
really
I loved it.
And over the weekend, I played a little bit of X-Defiant while that was on its open days.
Bit of a playthrough thing, wasn't it? Yeah, I didn't get to it. Did you enjoy it? Was it good?
I only played about an hour of it, but you know what? I actually thought it was really, really fun. It's very much like a Call of Duty style of fast-paced, high-octane first-person shooter, but it's got a couple of other elements to it, like specialists and things like that.
Yeah.
It seemed really good, but I know that's my opinion. I'm sure there's a couple of other people here who've got different
Well,
thoughts.
speaking and representing all the old men, me and Rock. Um,
What?
that's an
I'm
inside
proud to be.
joke.
I'm proud to be
That's,
an
that's,
octogenarian, my friend.
it's an inside joke. But yeah, I played a little bit. I have a little mixed. Um, I love the gunplay and I love the special abilities and stuff like that. But I just hate respawning in games, man. I was getting killed over and over and over again, and it's just not fun to keep
Oh,
respawning and respawning.
X Defiant. Yeah, I played it 5 minutes, Rock, and went uninstalling that.
Seriously,
Oh yeah,
seriously.
Beep.
There you go. You see,
5 minutes.
different opinions, isn't it?
Yeah.
But this is why it's really good to hear everybody's view, because you could otherwise you'll just go and go, oh, look at these Rotten Tomato,
Well, Yeah, I'm not going to poo-poo the game though, and this is why. It's free to
Yeah.
play.
Yeah.
It's free to play, and they've got all kinds of time. That's kind of what they're doing now, is trying to dial stuff in, tweak it, and set it up for success. And I think they have a
Okay.
shot at that. I do.
Yeah.
It's just not a game for me. It's really like for Doc, Jem, Callie, people that really enjoy the fierce PvP combat. I'm not a tryhard.
No, you know me. I'm not PvP. Full stop. I mean, I just got fed up wearing masks in the end. That's why I stopped
Yeah,
wearing
Clive,
PvP.
that's what I'm talking about. Clive says, a couple of hits and you're dead. You need to adjust your playing style. So, I suck, Clive. That's why.
Well,
You
and
suck.
I wasn't even using. You have powers
On your
as
wife's
well.
birthday, it can't be a bad thing.
Might be a bonus. But yeah, that's like I didn't even give the game an actual real shot. I just noticed
Yeah.
with the LMG, I'm an LMG guy. I shoot around people most of the time, so I need that extra ammo to dial it in a little bit. But anyway, there's just a little glitch at hitching when you would go to shoot. and
Hey, you can't
drove me nuts.
free. You can't go wrong
It's
with
free.
free.
That's
It's
right.
free. And then
Is it Ubisoft? Is it a Ubisoft game? Yeah.
yeah, and then
It's the only thing they've brought out in months. Give the guys a break.
That's right. I know. They need a W.
No, they've had some games. They just ain't
Yeah.
been,
Settlers came out, Ray. Settlers came out.
Yes.
I used to take those for as like antacids. Very good on your tummy if you ever get a little bit of
Little indigestion.
a little bit of indigestion. A couple of Settlers, all kind of works. So David's been playing a bit of X Defiant, a little bit of Atomic Heart. I have also been playing Atomic Heart. I loved it. It's like a piece of art. I know there's some controversy. We're going to cover this in the news in a bit. But putting that to one side, separating the art from the artist, I think it's a cracker. I've also been banging away in Callisto Protocol, getting very close to completion now. Deliver Us Mars, I've managed to get through the issues there. I'm about two
All right, you got through
chapters
it,
from the
man.
end. Yep.
How's the story turning out for you?
I tell you what, it reminds me a little bit of, William. You know my favourite indie game of all time, Everybody's Gone to the Rapture. It reminds me of a not good version of that. Because but I love Everybody's Gone to the Rapture. It's an amazing story. It's a beautifully realised piece of art, and there are. If you play Deliver Us Mars, and if you've played Everybody, you'll know what I mean, because there are scenes in it where you kind of have people from the past that you're reenacting. Bit like in Division, where you let those yellow
Almost
things,
like echoes of the past, kind of.
yeah. And it kind of builds the story up, and it's quite a sad story underneath it all. So there are overtones, but I'm enjoying it. I'm not finding it particularly taxing. Once I figured that one puzzle, which gave me the clue for pretty much every other puzzle in the game.
So one more question, because I haven't played Deliver Us Mars, but I did play the Moon.
Moon is better.
Is it? I was wondering if it feels like they built on top of it and made Mars better, but no.
Moon is, for my money, Moon is better. I think it's just a slightly better realised piece of work.
Is it a different
A
experience?
little better experience.
Yeah.
Is it different as an experience?
Yeah, it is, because one of the key mechanics in Mars is you have to kind of climb up surfaces with two, what do you call those?
Oh, like suction cups or
No, you know, like like the
Suction cups.
hook things. Yeah, what do they call
The
them?
hook.
Yeah, you know, and that gets a bit tiresome because what you have to basically do is you hold both triggers.
and then pick your way up.
And then you let one go and move your arm up and then trigger it again. But if you accidentally let go of the other one, you drop. So, oh, no. And you have to go back.
That sounds like Tomb Raider in a couple of those spots.
Grapple.
Yeah.
Grapple.
I think it's absolutely hilarious you complain about the difficulty of the buttons when people in real life actually do this hook climb.
Well, I know. That's crazy. They climb waterfalls that are frozen, too.
People get shot in real life, but I still complain about dying in a game. I can't help it, mate. Look at Ray. He feels the same way. Mate, he's on us today, isn't he? He is. He's on it for the old folk today.
I'm telling you.
He's already picked out a room at the home, man. I'm telling you.
Here, just roll into
Yes, that one right there. That one right there.
Actually, Seb makes a really
commercial.
good point. You're right, Seb. It would make a good VR game. It's funny, because I've spoiler alert, my PSVR 2 arrives tomorrow. And it's funny how playing games, just recently I've been thinking this would be a really good VR game. So I was thinking Atomic Heart, for example, would be a cracker. It'd be like Alex Half-Life, which there's no game to compare on
You have
PSVR 2.
VR on the way, Rokk, don't you?
Sorry?
You have VR on the way, don't you?
That's what he just said, SPG.
No, but I mean, any
I
day.
say, William, I got my VR 2 coming tomorrow.
No, but any day you should have it.
Tomorrow, mate. Tomorrow.
What games do you have coming for it?
Oh, what? What did he say, Ray?
All right. Send them, David. Send them to the home.
No, I've got
All
two.
right, ladies, time for your pills. Settle
I've got
down.
two.
Whatever.
Where's me settlers? Yeah, no, I've ordered two. I've got the kayak one and the octopus thing, squid thing. But I'm hoping they're going to have some trial VR games to play, because you can't play the PSVR games. You can't play the first games from the first PSVR.
They better have a damn trial game in there.
Yeah, I know, mate. I know. But I was thinking about this, Ray, because I was watching Yongye, or his name is, and he was doing, first time I've ever seen him out of his chair. He actually does have legs. So he was doing a review of the PSVR 2. Normally he sat there with his massive pile of crap behind him, all of his plush toys and stuff, and he was actually banging about in the tiniest flat I've ever seen, because as you look around with your camera you can map the room, and I'm thinking Yongye's not made any money out of all this whinging, poor sod. But it's but he was he made a point, or I made a point thinking about his point, was that actually they probably haven't made many units, so the actual unit cost versus something like a PlayStation, which ultimately is going to be a loss leader anyway, is higher, is my guess. So it costs them more to manufacture it because they're manufacturing less of them, economies of scale and all that stuff. But he was kind of saying, well, actually the lenses and the mechanics in this and the chips and stuff, and I don't know, it's just too expensive. I agree. Right then, so been playing all that. Them's all the games. Should we get on with the news, fellas? Because we've
There's
already...
an awful lot of it, isn't there?
There's a chunk of news, my friends. There is a chunk of news. Right, we're going to go across to the news section. I don't know what happened to the music at the beginning. Evie Mux is going to get a slap when we're finished, but I won't tell anybody. It'll just be between us. Here we are. Oh, look at that. There's a lovely Rokk Show logo that's not actually showing anything. I was too busy chatting. Ha! But anyway, did I tell you my PSVR 2's coming tomorrow, guys? Not sure if I mentioned this.
I thought you decided you weren't going to get one, Rokk. What happened to that?
I did. But in my defense, Ray also said he wasn't going to get Hogwarts Ultimate Edition, but he did.
Yes,
We can change our minds, can't we,
Thank
Ray?
you.
If we want to. If we want to, we can. It's up to us, young
I did, 'cause
David.
I love that game. Love it.
Hogwarts. I've been having problems with it, mate.
What do you mean? What kind of
I
problem?
can't. Well, the thing is, if I play it on my PC, it crashes, and if I But so that's all right. I'll dial stuff down. That's okay. But then I want to play it in the lounge. I can't play it on cloud because Boosteroid, as much as they've got it on there, you can never play it on there because they just completely blown their system by everybody wanting to play Hogwarts. So if I use Moonlight to play on my PC, the controller doesn't work properly. I don't get the A button. Do you know what I've got to do? If I want to play it on Moonlight, I've got to switch to PC, like you can move a mouse around, and then the A button works. Then I've got to switch back to controller, and the rest of them work, right? Or I can try Steam Link, which is actually quite pretty, but then the audio doesn't come through. So I'm like, you know what? Where's the magic in this game?
Yeah. You're like, hey, it's supposed to be accessible.
Exactly. At least I can see the fonts. At least I can see the subtitles.
So, just a question, though. I'm sure that you've investigated and dug into it and tried to figure it out, but
Yes.
what do you think could be causing the PC crash?
Steam. There's a big... there was a big Steam update the other day, and basically what they've done is, we're in the news section, it's fine. So what they've done with Steam is they've made the big picture now the predominant part of the Steam app, and it mirrors the Steam Deck interface, which is quite clever because that is actually a really nice interface on the Steam Deck, with the icons, and it's quite pretty. But it's causing havoc with certain games and my GeForce Now account because I can't play at the moment any Steam games on GeForce Now. But that's more to do with the fact that I've got family accounts set up. And apparently they don't like it. GeForce Now, I'm thinking it's because Steam thinks, hang on a second, you haven't allowed that server in your family account, therefore you can't play that game on it.
Every time you log in, do you have to switch from the family account to your personal account? Yeah. So do I.
Do you as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got to go to my PC, which is where the family account's set up, turn it off, or, and this actually does work as well, William, if you fire the game up on a separate device, like a laptop or a phone, and then open it on GeForce Now, it'll take you into the game at the same point, so you can play it that way. But bring back Stadia. That's what I say.
Oh my God! No.
Nothing ever failed. It just worked.
It's not supposed to be hard. It's supposed to be easy.
See, Miss Phoenix, hello, Miss Phoenix. She's been having issues with audio on PS5. I don't know. I don't know, mate. What do you do? But apart from that, it is a great game. You're absolutely right, Ray. It's a beautiful looking game, and most people have played it, are loving it. So. Good on them, I say. And Martinez, star of the future show, which we'll talk about in a minute, he's got it, he's playing it, he's loving it. Up yours. Well, thanks, mate. That's very nice of him to say, isn't it? And look at Daragon having a crack at my PSVR 2 here. It's a £500 HDMI 2.1 TV as well. Oh, no, he's not. He's adding to the point. Yes, it is. He's right. It's like an 80-inch screen TV. Look at the size of mine, wife, I say.
Nice.
And she said, I never said that. Right. So anyway, look at this. This is one of David's news stories. David is like our roving reporter. He's the news hound, and he comes to me every day, bless him, with news items which are appropriate for the show. And this one's interesting. Microsoft reportedly testing AI commands for Minecraft. David, is this using their ChatGPT purchase?
It isn't. So I think if you scroll a little further down, it says it's a different AI completely. They don't go into description where it's from or which one this is exactly. But there it says right there. Al Bigotti writes that though the demo uses AI, it was not powered by OpenAI's Prometheus model, which underpins the Bing chat service.
There you go. That's just as well, because do you know what? I found that to be a bit flaky as well. I may as well get all my whinges out while I'm in the mood. I was all right till you had a go at me for being old. See, here's the thing I found, right? So you watch people going, yes, I was able to write my thesis on Liberace with ChatGPT. I got a first for it. I go in and say things like, how can I do this, this, and this? And it says, sorry, can't advise you on that. What? how do I do you take the blue one or the red one? Sorry, that's a medical condition.
It's like those old text-based games. You have to know what to type in to get it started.
Exactly.
You're seeing that's limiting people's use because of some of the things it started to come out with.
Yeah, I know. Well,
but thinking about this though, Rokk, it is going to be a very interesting future if you could have an AI and say, hey, I want you to build a video game with this kind of art style and an RPG and this and that and this element and quests that are sort of like that, and then it can take that and actually go generate a full 3D world.
That's got to come, hasn't
amazing.
It? That's got to come.
Let me tell you something.
Eventually,
Tony Stark, when he's talking to his AI and he's just having the AI do. That's what this is right here.
Well, what I mean is, if anybody's looked into the AI art and the direction you can give the AI art, and they actually art like real cool stuff. Eventually, that's going to be full motion. Like you're going to be able to say, "Hey, I want a scene to look like this," and it's going to happen.
Yeah, no, for sure. Oh, this is just opening salvo, mate. Opening salvo. I mean, I've said for many years, if you here, I've said it better than that though. it's the age thing. I was doing all right until David had a pop at my age. Now I can't even get the words out.
Developing there.
If you've got a job that's all to do with knowledge, all right. Remembering things like, there's Bear, he's made it at last. Look at his, bless his little socks. Look at him, look, dear little fella. Oh, look, his little tongue's come out and everything. He's never going to get replaced by AI, is he, David? He's got a job for life as Bear.
Things you couldn't replace, aren't there?
Yeah, I mean, look, your GP, your doctor, right? So these days, when I go and see my GP, my general practitioner, first thing he says to me is, "What do you think it is?" I'm like, well,
that's your job.
Yeah. And then he goes, "So tell me the symptoms." And then meanwhile, he's got Google on the screen. So he's got enlarged left toe. And then he's got, yes, I can see you have an enlarged left toe there, Rokk. You know what? I'm thinking ChatGPT could have done all this, mate. It's going to put you out of a job. You're out the door, dude.
What's really funny, Rokk, is that it works different in this country. See, we watch a commercial, and then we go to our doc and say, "Hey, what about that pill?"
I want that pharmaceutical.
Why would you think you need that? Like, that's
That's so true. That's something I've noticed.
That's how it works. Because I can hear Nicole one night saying, "I don't need you anymore. I got AI, Ray." You can
Does it? And you can say, "Yeah, but I never run out of batteries, darling." Just keep putting in the burritos and I'll turn up. Oh, wow. We went downhill fast. I tell you what, since David mentioned our age, Ray, that's been...
Hold on. The audience doesn't know this. Let me just put this out here.
Yeah.
We were talking about a game, and David said, "Well, Rokk, that's coming from an old man's perspective,
An old man's eye.
An old man's eyes. Okay? All right, I'm just throwing. So now
no, it was because I couldn't read. I couldn't see the subtitles in Atomic Heart because it was they were tiny. And then David said, "Well, I thought they were fine. It's because of your age." The what? What?
Ray, do you really want to add nagging to the plate? Like, I could just see your AI. Ray, you're late. Ray, you got.
It's true. It's true.
No.
Right, here's another one from our roving reporter, young David. The bit Festival of Play. David, PlayStation Plus Festival of Play. I tell you what, these games, what are Sony doing to us? They lift us up, they drop us down. Tell us all about it, my friend. What the hell is that?
I found an article and it looked interesting. I'm a little upset though, Rokk. We should have covered this last week, really.
Yeah, we should.
It's been going on since the 15th.
Yeah.
It's on until the 24th, so that only leaves people 3 days to test out what they've got available. But it's some big titles, if I'm not mistaken. Isn't that right, Rokk? Do you want to?
Well, you got loads of trials, like you can see God of War. But the key thing is the games they're giving you as part of the PlayStation Plus Extreme or whatever it's called. You're getting things like Borderlands 3 and Horizon Forbidden West.
Yeah.
And other, I mean, they're just like, here you go, boys. Here you go, girls. Just fill your boots. Do you know what? I think this is them going, Phil, Xbox.
Well, hell, they should. With the amount of money that you spend on the games, the amount of money that you spend on the hardware, damn it, they should be throwing people a freaking bone. You know?
Yeah. Absolutely. Particularly on your wife's birthday, Ray. Yeah.
Hey.
Do you see? No, my wife doesn't see it the same way as that, Ray. It's her birthday, so stay away today, boy. It's my day. You ain't getting nowhere near these. Oh,
all she wants is wine and suds, mate. That's all.
Wine and suds, dude. That is it. From the Lush shop up the road. Exactly that. You know where I'm coming from, dude. What's that there? What's this? It's like an old 1980s Wi-Fi earpiece.
Looks like
I don't want to say what I think it looks like.
From your phone.
That's
This could be a piece of AI in the realms of what Ray was just talking about,
Hey,
couldn't it?
let me just one more thing about the AI. I saw on the news the other day a man was locked out of his house. The AI says it's time to go to bed. Good night, and it locked the windows, locked the doors. He was
What?
trapped and couldn't get out of his house.
Hey, Rokk,
Yes.
Rokk, that is
Yes.
a disgusting looking pizza roll. I think it's time.
Wow. That see, there's the thing when it goes wrong, isn't it, Ray? You know, that it's like you get locked out and stuff. Imagine when it gets to a point where it's trained to automatically shoot intruders in your house, and you get up for an early shave, walking through the hallway, and the computer's going, I don't recognize this dude, and takes you out with a 12 bore.
It'd be like Ed 209 from the RoboCop movie.
Yeah.
Why are you in the hallway? Stop.
I don't trust any of it. Don't
There's,
trust any of it. Which you
there's
wouldn't
a new-
expect from me being the younger one, would you? Like, you'd imagine me being gung ho for the robots, but
Yeah.
no,
No.
I don't trust none of it.
You're not going for the robots, my friend?
No. This type of-
That's a good shout, Dr. Spaceman. Thank you.
Yeah. What, Ray's burritos need fresh batteries? Was that the shout that you had in mind?
No, that's not the shout. I was talking
innuendo.
about why is this
You gotta leave Ray's burrito alone. Doc.
Yeah, Rise of kind of plays it. Exactly. It's amazing. That's absolutely amazing, isn't it? Oh, dear. Look at this. Look at this. There's another one from the roving reporter known as David the Wilson David.
Howdy.
Oh, no, look, I am using an ad blocker. It is correct. Let me just hide.
Rude.
Shame on you, Metro.
Just get rid of that. And now I've got to put up with men's tops. You see, I was doing all right till now. I've got the freaking Mayflower on my sweatshirt.
And you know what? I'm interested.
I might have to go back and check
That's what I'm
that out.
saying. That actually looks nice, Rokk.
Check out my doubloons in this. Oh, look, that's just not on, is it? So, yeah, David, this is another one of yours that you put forward as a particularly interesting news story. I think this is all to do with the controversy around JK, a woman of similar age to myself, I hasten to add, and the fact that there are folk out there that are going, no, not having it. She wrote it. Don't like her views on certain things. And it's worse than that because any games at all that are kind of in this space, they're not getting entered into competitions and things, are they? They're just being completely black-walled, stone-listed, ball-blacked, and all those other well-known phrases.
That's what this article's about. They've been banned from this Games Done Quick charity event that's coming up, which seems to be a big one. I found quite a few articles about it, but that's not the only issue. As we know, we've all heard the Hogwarts controversy over the past couple of weeks. I mean, we have streamer friends who've been getting hate and been getting angry messages, and and disheartening ones about the whole franchise. It's really not nice. But
No, it's not. And a matter of fact, the group that was being attacked sort of went on the attack.
Yes.
And they started jumping into people's streams and giving them a bunch of stuff. Even Ms. Tracy, who's a co-host of mine on Retro Rewind, she's a fantastic person. She even got a little bit of hate. But she had a great...
She does amazing content, so go check her out.
Yeah, absolutely. Shout out to Miss Tracy. But she also, when she put a statement out pretty much before even streaming the game. Basically what she was saying is that, she loves Harry Potter. It's a part of her childhood, and that one person's view, even the creator, J.K. Rowling, isn't going to ruin the experience for her. So she's going to respect your opinion if you decide not to play it, but don't attack her for her choosing to play it.
Yes.
Yeah, and you've got on one side, you've got the culture war people. On the other side, you've got the cancel culture people. I think they're both funded by the same people, and their job, all they're basically doing is just leading us all over the top. I just wanted to point this out, William, before we move on. Have you noticed how I've been able to just subtly position that top underneath David, as if it's a continuation of his entire being? Do you see that? It's a thing of beauty. Do you see that, Ray?
You're a wizard, Harry.
I agree. Let's not get too political, but, look, come on, guys. Separate the art from the artist. If you like the game, play the game. Play the game.
Yeah, it sounds like a phenomenal one.
If you're into Harry Potter, definitely jump in. They did the world justice, and it's a fanciful game, and it's accessible, except for Rokk on PC.
Yeah, except for me.
My thing is, I respect anybody's reviews. Just don't push your reviews on me.
There you go.
Do you?
There you go. You see, as ever, the words of wisdom from Ray. I think that deserves an applause. There you go. Yeah. Have your view, but don't push your view on me. Keep your view to yourself. I like that, Ray. Well done. Right. Yes. So, guys, fancy a PlayStation 5 for £230 with God of War Ragnarok as well thrown in? Yes, I hear you say. Rokk, we would like this. There's only one caveat, fellas. You've got to trade in your Xbox Series X.
Now that's cheeky.
That is so funny. This is
tired of Xbox, are you? You want to see how much greener the grass is on Sony's side.
This is true. This is Game, who are the largest. I mean, to be fair, they're the only one left of game retailers in the UK. Game's in the States as well, isn't it, Ray? Got it over there? Game? Yeah, you have the game, same people probably. But yeah, basically they're saying, if you want to grab a PS5 for $229.99, then you'll just trade in an Xbox Series X.
Phenomenal.
Now, is that GameStop? Do you not have GameStops?
No, here's I think it's the same people, but I'm not 100% sure.
I think there's a connection, because there was a store that I went to that was actually that started out in the UK. That used to be in the mall, and it was kind of like, whoa. Yeah,
it could well be the same people. I honestly don't know. I know our fantastic friends in the chat will know, but anyway, I did think
you're trading it in at a loss. I'm just
fair point, but William, they don't. I mean, they might do in the small print, but here they don't say what condition. Ooh. So if you get on eBay, right? Get yourself a knackered one.
Repair or parts only.
Pay 25.
That's a great idea, Rokk. You might be able to get a PS5 for around $300. Yeah.
What do you reckon, Ray? It's got to be a deal, isn't it? And you get God of War Ragnarok thrown in. Look, to normal price, you're looking at 400 English bucks. And if you could pick up
digital, is it the digital or the disc? Because
good shout, mate. I bet you it's the cheap one, the digital one.
Now, what if I want to trade in my Xbox S?
No dice, Jose.
Because that's what they're doing. They're taking the disc one off the market.
Can I get a PS5 controller too for my Xbox S?
Yeah. No, they're not letting you do that, my friend. They want the X. They're going for the juggler. That's what you want.
How good it is financially, that's the best deal I've seen all year. That's the best deal I've seen all year.
It's so cheeky. So cheeky. It's lovely. Well, moving on. Oh no, Russia allocates billions. We're talking about this just. Oh, all right, I accept you. Russia allocates billions to develop
Russians playing, boy.
patriotic video games. Now, this kind of matches up with some of the controversy around Atomic Heart.
I was going to say, can I just say, I was seeing
You
this
do
earlier.
that
I
one.
didn't know if you'd want to talk about it, Rokk, because I don't know if I sent you the links, but I saw a few and I thought it was a little bit controversial. But it links up a little bit with Atomic Hearts on the day of release. Everyone's talking about this. You know what I mean? It just seems a little.
Yeah. And it's the same thing, isn't it? Look, at the end of the day, right, if the game, I suppose you could argue it's making profit, but does that profit end up going against the Ukraine? I suppose it might do. I don't know.
I don't know about that. It'll be funneled into an oligarch's hands at one point or another.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how the country kind of works. You know what I mean? But I mean, how detrimental is that? What kind of a statement does it make to not? I don't know any of those things, but if you feel
a little bit of
grimy,
a
don't, you know.
And it is directly. So one of the direct sponsors for Mundfish, which is the I can't remember if it's the publisher or the developer of Atomic Hearts, but it's one of the two. But one of the direct sponsors for Mundfish is Gem Capital. It has Mundfish in its portfolio. And one of the heads of Gem Capital is Anatoly Paley, who's also one of the heads of Russian Gazprom. So that's where it starts to get a little
okay. And then you've got and then all the users of TikTok, they need to throw that away. All those guys that are into Ubisoft, I think Tencent's in there somewhere, isn't it? Need to stop buying their games.
Yep.
I mean,
exactly.
You know what I mean? Where are you going to get off the roundabout?
Yeah, where does it stop if you look at it that way?
It's a hard
You know what?
one.
Go play some World War II games. That was a good time back then.
Hey, I like killing Nazis.
How about that? That was a good time.
Ray, see, listen, Ray's doing it again, guys. He's making it. He doesn't have to say many words. When he does, they're wise. You see, he is like our very own Buddha.
Can I explain a game of? There's a game out that's called Settlers. I remember when my people first waved at the Settlers when they came up on the beaches. And guess what? Hey, would you like to go on a boat ride with?
Would you like to go on a boat?
I just want to point something out before we move on from this. I mean, I don't know who wrote this. Oh, it was Danielle Ong wrote this article. And I don't know if Danielle's ever been to Russia, but I'm telling you right now, that photo is no stock art from Russia.
No, somebody got a hell of a tan out there. I can say that.
There is no way that is in Russia. The guy's got a T-shirt on. He's playing on a PS5. I mean, the whole thing is, come on, Danielle. You then have to think to yourself, how much of this is a wind-up article? You know, how much of this is true? I don't know whether Russia's invested $50 billion in Russian game studios.
The sad part is that whenever you watch the news nowadays, or you look at an article and you read it, you have to stop and think. Besides, is it true? But why are they telling me this? What are they wanting me to think? Yeah, it just kind of stinks. You have to do that, but any logical mind should.
I just want to say this though. A lot of people don't seem to understand, but there's a lot of people that are protesting in Russia against the war that are getting thrown in jail. There's a great leader that flew back. He was
put in prison.
He flew back because he wasn't scared, and they threw him in prison. There's a lot of people that don't want this war. Not every person that is in a nation is bad. Just think about that.
And I suppose, if you feel that rough about it, I mean, I paid my, it was like 12 pence of my monthly subscription to Xbox. So if you feel that badly about it, put 20 quid in the charity for the Ukraine. Counter the damn thing by put a few bucks towards Ukraine and make sure it goes in the right way. But listen, more wise words. Hang on. Well done, Ray. More wise words there from Ray. He's bringing them.
And if it really bothers you that much, it's also okay to just not play it. It's also okay to
Yeah,
just
yeah. I mean, if you feel grimy doing it, don't. But some of it does, as
Go and have a
Wilson
bath.
was explaining to me, is some of it is sort of like Starship Troopers. It's like propaganda turned up a notch a little bit.
Yes.
in a satirical manner. Yeah.
Satirical,
Propaganda, but very satirical in the way that it comes across. So it's not trying to
I
tell you
enjoyed
like
it.
Russian communism is life.
No, it's not pro-Russia at all. No, not at all. Hey, listen, just because I don't feel we've offended enough people today, right? My next article, I've carefully chosen it so that we can take a breather. No, you'll enjoy this. You'll enjoy this, Ray. No, look, here we go. Look at this. It's a video game where you get to play Jesus.
Hey, I'm sold. I'm sold. Do I
Jesus.
get to walk on water, heal a leper?
Yeah, no.
I can't wait.
I hate to have to, fellas, but I need to step away a minute to go and talk to Georgia. But I hope he's still talking about this when I.
It literally says Jesus freaking Christ. Now, I don't know if that officially was his middle name, but this is true.
I wonder if the. I wonder if you're going to have a fight with your father.
Oh, Jesus, I'm your father. So basically, it is called I Am Jesus Christ. And I think it's the first time Jesus has ever been represented in a first-person game.
This is the first time what would Jesus do is super relevant to me.
Yeah, look at you. All these powers you get. Walk on water was one of them now. You never run out of energy because you can turn bread, you can turn fish into a massive feast.
Now, can I push that guy off the dock? That's what I want to know.
I don't. Yeah, no, because look, here he goes, turning it into wine.
Oh, he's turning it into wine.
What I want to know is
amazing.
why would he encourage alcoholism by turning water into wine? Why would he? Where's Ray gone?
I don't know. He's out on the blasphemy.
Has he been struck down by lightning? Ray, come back.
Half the team left on the blasphemy.
Yeah, look. Oh, look, you've gone in to heal him, look. Into the little boy. There you go. Healing of the royal official's son. I'm telling you what, I hope this comes out on Game Pass. That's all I'm saying.
I want to reach the seventh circle of hell.
No, it's good. It's like Assassin's Creed where you play the role of the Messiah.
Oh, I agree, Dr. Spaceman. We should get Vet this game. I'll buy it for him. I want to see Vet walk on. He's not very nice to most NPCs. So.
No, he's not.
That's not very Jesus of you. Game over.
No. Anyone? Look.
Can I ask, what have I missed? What is going on with this game?
Well,
you can heal. You can.
Yeah, you can resurrect. You can turn water into wine, David.
It's Skyrim Jesus.
Skyrim Jesus.
Yes.
Exactly what it is.
Now,
exactly.
David, I wonder if you could push the guy off the end of the dock or something. How?
No, because you see, you're not thinking like Jesus, William. You would be no good in this game.
That's what I mean.
You've got to heal the sick and turn the other cheek, and do unto others as you would unto yourself. You don't do what you're doing. So it's absolutely it is what it's.
Well, it takes what would Jesus do to another level.
It does.
Saying.
Yeah, absolutely right. So yeah, it's from Warsaw-based, Polish-based Simula M, and published by Playway. It'll let you live out a version of the New Testament across 10 epic and quasi-spiritual hours of gameplay. Walk in the footsteps of Jesus in this incredible first-person retelling of the story of Christ from birth. You get to play him from birth, so if you got it for Christmas, you could play it once a week for the whole year and kind of line it up with all the various seasons.
The Immaculate Conception is DLC.
It's downloaded from nowhere. Wow. Look at this.
You've been updated.
For me, this is the one. This is the story of the week. It's going to absolutely work for me. Oh dear. Listen, before we move on to the more important stuff, apart from the fact that my PSVR is coming tomorrow, we do have a very important thing happening this weekend, which I just wanted to cover off just as Bjorn heads out for his dinner. And that is that a little bit of a news item here, which is just about the fact that gaming, and this is, by the way, from Bernardo's, which is a very, very sort of key level charity in the UK. They basically are an adoption agency. But the key thing is, and this whole article is laying out the science of how gaming is better for your mental health. You know, it has a calming aspect. There's social elements, because most kids that I know play online games like Fortnite with their friends, and they meet new friends and so on. So, you know, it's very much, I think gaming and mental health go hand in hand. Very much not the issues that gaming had back in the day, when you had all of the GOP saying it should be banned because it's the reason why, you know, there are school massacres and stuff. No evidence of that whatsoever. I mean, let's face it.
They had Congress hearings on blood in Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I mean,
the thing is, you can't, that's like saying, we know for an absolute fact that walking encourages death, because everybody that's ever committed an atrocity walked for a bit with their gun. There's no correlation. There's no empirical evidence. But there is absolute empirical evidence that it is good for your health, which leads us to this amazing event coming up this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I believe we're all, certainly Ray and I, are taking part. And there's like 30 odd streamers, content creators. Each one of us has our own pet mental health related charities that we're raising money for. But Ray, get this. Every single streamer taking part will have 10 prizes to give away. 10 prizes. And we're talking AAA games. We're talking months worth of subscriptions to Shadow PC or to GeForce Now Ultimate. Also amazing prizes. Massive hat off to Bjorn, because I'm genuinely, I've said this earlier, it's true. I've been involved with lots of charity gaming events since I've been doing my thing. And Bjorn has really taken it to another level in terms of getting the big studios and publishers and services on board, and doing it just amazing. So guys, check out Bjorn on Twitter. Of course, Dad Plays Games, for the links and various places that you can find out more information. I'm looking to do, I think, Saturday morning, very early for my American friends, and then later, probably Saturday evening my time for my UK friends. So I'm going to try and get 2 slots in, raise some money. But it's an incredibly worthwhile thing. Mental health, I mean, let's face it, in the world we live in today, we all either ourselves struggle with anxiety or depression or stress, or we know people within touching distance. So, you know, it's very, very prevalent. And we need to work together as a community, as a bunch of friends, to support each other. And we're doing that in a really worthwhile way this weekend. So make sure you turn in and support. Ray, you're doing a veterans mental health charity, aren't you, I think?
Yes. Unfortunately, there's soldiers that come back from war, or soldiers that come from a tour, and they have mental issues. And so that's going to be the stream that I'm streaming for. And it's going to be amazing, awesome day. Glad to be a part of it.
It will be. We're absolutely stunning. It's going to be a cracker. Right. That's it for the news, guys. There is one more thing. I forgot all about this. Later on this channel, I'm so excited. There's a brand new show launching. This has been cooking on and off now for quite some time. And he's in the chat. He's our lovely friend, Josiah Martinez. Now, Martinez and I have been kicking about for a while the concept of him having a show on the channel, which is launching today. It's going to be called My Next Gen Gaming, because as Hezekiah, who is Josiah's son, is his next gen. If you see the little pun there. Yeah, so it's nice actually, and they are lovely to watch. There's some real love, father and son playing games, and Hezekiah's got such a cracking little person. He's only 6 years old, but he's hilarious. So it's going to be on at, get the timings right, 1 p.m.
4 p.m. Pacific time.
Yep.
So that would be
1 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Mountain. I might be wrong on all of this, Ray. I probably should check it out.
How many hours from now, Rokk? Do you know how many hours from now?
I'm getting old, mate. Hang on. What do you mean getting old, Rokk? All right, I'm old. I take it on the neck. I shall tell you exactly what time it's on because it's in the thumbnail. Here we go. Actually, it's not, because that's only going to tell you my time. It is the princely sum of Denver, where is mountain time. That's going to be at 2 p.m. Where are we? 2 p.m. So it's going to be 4 p.m. Eastern and 1 p.m. Pacific.
So many time zones.
Many.
I'm going to throw one more in. 3 p.m. CST.
Yes, exactly that.
Is that 9 p.m. GMT?
It is. Well done. Well done, David. There you go. There you go. It's literally like, it is like a Mexican wave of time, isn't it? Actually, it's that Mexican wave, isn't it? Oh, I don't know what that was. That was me doing the dance of salami in the Seven Veils or something. Right, shall we kick along and check out what young William is going to be talking about this week? Let's do this. Come on.
Yeah, let's do that.
Woo, where is it?
All right, right there.
Let's get it up. Let's get
now,
it up. Oh, yeah.
I'm sharing. Let's see here. I am sharing Ray's stream, as a matter of fact, is what I'm doing. Let me go ahead and hit play here and skip ahead just a little bit.
Oh my God.
There we go. All right, man. So this is Dying Light 2. I picked this game up for like $20 on CD Keys, and it is quite impressive, man. It's first person. You run around, and if you played the first one, you're behind these walls in a big giant city. It's co-op, and it's all
You're actually playing with me in this game.
Yes. That's
in a nice way. I tuned in and watched you.
Well,
I
so
at the end as well. We all caught it for first
Yeah.
thing on, we were
We did.
last thing last night for you guys.
Yep. First thing for us.
So this is all first person, and it's all about parkour. You'll see that you jump, and it's very much like Assassin's Creed in that sense, but it's all first person. And the first thing I'll tell you is the first tip is that you can always jump further than it looks like. But all these zombies are all up close and in your face. And I'm going to give you, I'm about 20 hours into the game, so I'm going to give you some very early suggestions. One of them is time of day matters. You have a day and night cycle in this game. During the day, the zombies stay in the shadows so that they don't get hurt. Like the sun actually hurts them, the UV lights from the sun. So, during the daytime, they're usually inside houses and inside the dark. There's some wandering around, as you're seeing Ray getting eaten alive there. So during the day, you can run around the city and you can explore and get around pretty easy. But at nighttime, they all come out, and there's not just zombies. There's big ones that have like massive things on their hands, like cannonballs that smack you around. There's fast ones that chase you. There's all different kinds. There's ones that scream and call others. So the first thing is time of day matters. They try to avoid the daylight, so you need to stay in the daylight, basically is what I'm saying. You earn XP to unlock new skills and combat with parkour. So every single jump you do, so in the very beginning of the game, you're not going to want to jump down and start hacking at zombies. That's not the point. You want to run around and start doing main missions, and every time you leap across the ledge, you get XP for parkour. Every time you kill a zombie down there, you get XP. Eventually, you can upgrade your skills. There's also these boxes that are around the city, and when you unlock these boxes, you get not skill, it's you can upgrade your stamina, your personal self, your stamina, your health, and your turn rate. Early in the game, you get infected, and the only way to keep yourself not infected is to keep taking a medicine or whatever and stay in the light, the UV light. It reverses the thing, and if you let your timer run out, you do die. But definitely every time you jump, you're going to be using this stuff to upgrade your guy. And in the beginning, your guy is going to suck. You're not going to jump as far. You're not going to be able to. You have a stamina. So as you climb, your stamina dwindles. If you run out of stamina halfway up a building, you're going to fall and hit your head. Like it's pretty intense. Now, your gear that you put on, you get shoes, jackets, other stuff. That is actually your class, pretty much. Like, I don't mess with this too much, but there's a few classes, and they're not selectable except for the clothes you have on. You got Brawler, Medic, Ranger, and Tank. Brawler gear focuses on one-hand melee weapons. Medic gear improves parkour damage and healing effectiveness. Ranger gear emphasizes ranged weapons and stealth. Tank gear reduces damage and takes focus on two-handed weapons. All gear is categorized by some kind of rarity as well, as you do missions and find them in boxes and stuff. But level up Aiden's stamina right off the bat. Find those crates with upgrades. Use stealth takedowns early on, because you can break a zombie's neck real quick without having to fight them, and it's pretty silent. You may not wake everyone up. Tackle the side quests early on, because that's how you're really going to upgrade Aiden, and it's very important to do so. You saw Ray almost drop to his death right there. If he would have had better jumping skills, he might have been able to make it to where he was trying to jump.
You were too fast. I couldn't catch up with you. I'm out of breath.
So this game is co-op, and I've been upgrading my character. Ray's save file, if you want to discuss that for a second, Ray, it got corrupted, so he had to start over. So my stamina is different than his.
Yes, his stamina is a lot more than my stamina.
Let's see. Use the mission recommendations. Like if they say, "Hey, do this a day." Well, let me say this: when you die, it usually, unless you're actively in a mission, it gives you the choice if you want to respawn at dusk or in the daytime. You always want to select daytime, unless you're going in a building. Then you might want it nighttime, so when you go in, there's less things. But yeah, avoid going inside buildings during the day. Avoid the night. Learn how to parry and dodge. So not only do you have to fight hand-to-hand combat with these zombies, but you also fight hand-to-hand combat with other raiders, they're called. Much like The Walking Dead, the zombies aren't always the threat. Sometimes it's living people. And you have a dodge, a block, and it's just compelling combat. The game will frustrate you a little bit early on because you don't have a lot of stamina. You can't get hit too many times. But once you start fleshing your guy out, it becomes so much easier. My last tip for you is going to be unlock the metros for fast travel around the city. It will help you greatly, but it's literally like 15 hours into the game. I just opened it up, and it will help, but I haven't been able to use it very much. But Dying Light 2, everyone, you can check it out for CD keys. The first one I think is $5, and you can pick up the second for $20. It is an incredible experience if you're into first-person games, and if you want co-op, definitely grab it up, man. It's fun running around with each other.
Absolutely. Another brilliant pro tip. Thank you, my friend. I really enjoyed this game. To be fair, I hadn't even thought about playing co-op with it. I suppose I should try and get some friends. That's what I should do. It's a couple of the old ladies in the next room to me. They I reckon they'll be up for it.
Let me tell you, the thing about William Williams, like, come on, let's go, and he's like, if it was like really the apocalypse, I would be dead because I can't keep up with him.
Look, like I'm gonna.
A mile ahead.
Do I do it or do we just murder everyone? Okay, we murder everyone. I was gonna show you a silent takedown.
But
I just love that every time Ray would go into a room with William, he would just not see that it said simply, he would just hit him with his weapon.
He beat me in the head. Yeah. If there was,
hey,
no. Listen, if there was, if you could hurt your partner, Ray would have murked me, like right off the bat.
It's so true.
Come on, you got a room full of zombies that want to eat you. What would you do?
Just kill everything, including your partner.
Hey.
Right. He said, "Hey, better safe than sorry. Sorry about your head." Yeah.
Absolutely. Oh dear, brilliant. Well done, my friend. Every week he does this, and I think, oh, I need to play it again. I can't. I've got too many games.
Definitely a good experience with co-op because you got somebody to watch your back and help you out. And there's things that you might run by and forget. Well, your partner, oh, dude, pick this up. You know.
Yep. And also, if you look right under Ray's awesome cyborg GIF he's got on his screen there, this is on GeForce Now. So if you buy this for $20, you could play it with the 4080 with the Ultimate tier if you have it. So.
Yeah, absolutely awesome.
Now it's got also mentioning that it's got DLSS 3.0 and frame generation. So check it out. It's amazing.
Lots of RTX goodness. Woo, nice one. Thank you, William. As always, my friend, an absolute banger of a pro tip. It makes me want to come and kind of have tinkly noise and a glint in my teeth.
Tinkle noise.
Oh, it's not.
Now that video came up.
It ain't Nerds World. That's my fault. But who have we got today, Ray?
Today we are going to be praising my good friend, Maker of Chaos.
Woohoo!
And the reason I'm praising him because we used to do a show together where we used to give each other hell in debate. But honestly, when you really meet Maker of Chaos, he's a very young, smart, brilliant dude.
Awesome.
What does he do? I think he does tech work for the military.
I feel like those will get me so many times.
Hold on, I don't want to hear his mouth. Hold on. I'll play him. I just don't want to hear him. There we go. All right.
Brilliant.
But no, Maker of Chaos, and guys, he's Maker of Chaos 12 on Twitch TV. On Twitter, he's Maker of Chaos. But he's really last time I think we did what was it? I think we did what do you call it? A giveaway? I mean, not a giveaway, but what we're doing this coming up.
A charity.
Oh, he's giving to charity. Yeah.
He actually damn near donated to everyone's charity.
Wow.
So he's a good dude, very smart guy. He knows a little bit about what goes beyond with the tech business and the news and stuff like that. But I just a huge supporter of us streamers and us gamers. I play Battlefield with him. He's just a cool dude.
Wow.
And I got a lot of respect for him. So that's why I am praising Maker of Chaos.
Amazing.
I want to throw this in. Agree or disagree with his opinions because he's got a bunch of them. But he's a very smart. But for real, he's a very smart dude, and all of his opinions come from well thought out ideas.
He always puts me on the straight and narrow. It has to be said, because I don't bother to do a lot of research. A lot of it just comes from my little bonds. But no, you're absolutely right. Very bright guy.
And I will give him credit. There's been things when I've debated with him, and then later on, I'm like, God dang it, the kid, he was right. He was right on certain issues and stuff. But that's the great thing about debate. Yeah. When you debate, then afterwards you shake hands and you're friends.
No,
And
he is the masturbator, though. He's
definitely a masturbator.
He's a master at Elden Ring. He's been holding my hand the entire way through the game. He is phenomenal at that. He really is expert at Elden Ring.
Yeah, very brilliant guy. Brilliant. Nice. Yet again, Ray's done it. Another fantastic Ray's praise. Thank you so much, my friend. And I will be putting Maker's info in the thing down there as soon as I possibly can get around to it. But guys, before we go any further, hang on, let me just hide this. I don't know why am I raised? There it goes. I've got some breaking news brought to us by Pete. There it goes. It's that one there. And then, yes. So we're just going to quickly go back to the news section and share a screen. This is just breaking as we speak. Indeed.
Wow.
In fact, 10 minutes ago. Here we go. Microsoft is bringing Xbox games to NVIDIA's GeForce Now service.
Hello.
Woohoo! Wow!
That's actually pretty significant. So any PC title that you can get through Game Pass can now be played on GeForce Now. That's pretty incredible.
Any of its games that are available to play on PC.
Right. I have the Game
pretty much
Pass
most of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're also saying, William, if their Activision deal goes through, they'll bring their games to NVIDIA's service as well. Is
this the Microsoft store is now partnered with GFN, similarly to like Steam and Epic?
Yes. Yeah. Well, let's have a look and see. Hang on, I just feel a bit hypnotized.
Oh,
stop, Rock! I almost bought another graphics card. Stop!
He almost traded his Xbox Series X in for a PlayStation. Microsoft's bringing its Xbox PC games to NVIDIA's GeForce Now cloud gaming service. Speaking at a press conference in Brussels today, Microsoft President Brad Smith, that's not an American name, is it? Brad Smith, announced the news as it seeks to convince EU regulators to approve. So it's kind of saying, look, we're not looking for world domination. We'll prove it. We'll put our games on NVIDIA GeForce Now. So you have an alternative place. Of course, you still have to subscribe to play them, but I don't have an issue with that. Microsoft will be bringing its Xbox games that play on PCs to GFN, said Smith in the same press conference, basically the paragraph from previously just reworded.
Is this them shoring up their xCloud side of things? Like, because xCloud, as I've experienced, some people it's perfect, but for me it's very hit or miss. xCloud. I wonder if this is to shore
usually
up.
Pretty good for me. I think this is more them saying we're not the bad guys. We're not looking to wall garden stuff. That's what Sony does. What we're doing is we're sharing the love.
They haven't said Game Pass though. Is Game Pass included or is it going to be purchased games? That's what I'm curious to know.
Xbox PC games. No, I think you're right. I think it's the games, the exclusive Xbox PC games, which I can't think of many. Halo was on PC.
Dark Tide 40K was on Microsoft PC, but not on Xbox.
And Microsoft Flight. That would be amazing on GeForce Now. Imagine that. That would be something else.
Yeah, but
4080 with frame generation.
Cool, but just watch out now, because EA also did a deal with GeForce, and not all the EA titles are on GeForce Now. I want to know what exclusive games are you letting GeForce put on?
So when you go into GeForce, now, there's going to be another thing to link and sign into then to get you access to the.
Yeah, but you can synchronize them though. I mean, you only have to do. They're getting to a point where it just happens. But I mean, okay. I mean, it's the guys just mentioned it today in a press conference, so there may be more detail to come. I mean, but see how my raving reporter David, who definitely has the news hound touch, he was straight in saying, "Hang on, fellas, is there a mention of Game Pass?"
There isn't a mention of Game Pass or purchase from what you've scrolled over here, Rock. I'm wanting to understand how you got Microsoft games on GFN, because they've not made that clear in this article. There's no further information to come.
So Microsoft's hoping this deal for Xbox PC games will sway regulators, or at least convince them that the software giant won't lock its games behind its own streaming service. It's really a question of whether the regulators want to block this deal or approve it with a set of guardrails, remedies and solutions. Smith said at the press conference today, cloud gaming was certainly one of the key concerns of the CMA earlier this month and its provisional findings. Will an NVIDIA and Nintendo deal be enough to convince regulators? Stay tuned in this next episode of Soap
I'll tell you if there's anything else about it over next week, Rokk. I'll be looking into that. That's very interesting.
Yes.
Listen, Gears of War on GeForce Now, Halo. You can see some wow.
Halo
Some of the
on
Blizzard,
graphics.
some of the Activision Blizzard
Imagine
games.
the quality of stuff.
Wow.
On there. Just imagine it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, brother. Well, there you go. I thought I'd interrupt because that was an interesting little piece of news. Thank you, No Time Pete, there for bringing that to our attention, my friend. Very much appreciated. He's another one that he does. He drops these little news bombs for me. He's absolutely awesome. Well done, my dude. Oh, look at this. Young Epic is in the house.
Oh, man.
There he is. And he hasn't played Game Pass in a while. No, in fact, he had a video on the value of Game Pass. I think it was yesterday or the day before. But I'll be playing it today, so I wonder if it's going to be better than the last time. Yeah, I don't know. See, I have no issues playing xCloud. I played... Oh, there was a game that came out the other day on it. Not Atomic Heart. I installed that one, which is just the ray tracing and stuff, and it doesn't even have RTX. It's amazing. But anyway, them's what them's is. Right, David, are you ready for the final part of the show?
I can be.
Well, that's right, my friend. We can fill in. That's what they call it on professional shows. Did you know that, Ray? We can fill in.
He's searching for his link.
Is that? There we go. I think I'm sharing now.
Yes, you are. Right, let's do this.
There we go.
Yeah, look at this. He's got it. He's got the thing missing at the. Oh, mate, he's.
Oh yeah.
Our boy's grown up, Ray. He's grown up. Our boy's grown up.
Starting to get more professional there.
I don't know about that, man.
He's old enough to put you in a home now, so
he called it
full circle.
Yeah.
We've already discussed it, but it's PlayStation VR 2. It comes out tomorrow. For those who have pre-ordered, a lot of people can expect them tomorrow. And on the release of it, they are releasing a bunch of games as well. I don't know if we discussed earlier. Are they going to be compatible with the original PlayStation VR games, Rob?
No, and that's actually a bit of a shame because although there are, I think, 100 titles at launch, not bad, and some of them are quite well priced. I picked up 2 for about £15 each, which I was quite happy with, and they're brand new titles. I think it's a shame that they couldn't be emulated. It's bound to be to do with the hardware, and I'm sure that they have been encouraging the developers of original PSVR games to port them for the PSVR 2. So I'm sure there's a ton on their way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it probably has something to do with the res on each eye, and the frame rate is probably different.
Yeah, there's all sorts. I think there's all sorts behind the scenes on a technical level.
Yeah. It's a shame. It is a shame. But, I mean, it's coming with the release of a bunch of phenomenal-looking games. I mean, Horizon, just to kick it off with, Call of the Mountain. I've never played any of these Horizon titles, but I watched one of Rue Diggs's playthroughs, and it just looks well out there. It really
Beautiful.
It's another one of those PlayStation blockbusters that if you're a Sony head, you really can't miss it, can you? And I'm sure this is going to be one of those ones that you're looking forward to, Rokk, eh?
Yeah, although it's a full price game, and it brings me out in hives to spend money. So that's why I bought 2 for £15. But I'm hoping, and they haven't yet, but I'm hoping they're going to bring these out to my rental account. Because they are, let's face it, they're going to be short-lived games. They're never that long, these PSVR games, or any VR game apart from Alex. So you typically end up just bringing them out to show off to Granddad. Granddad, put this on. What the hell's going on?
They're like glorified demo experiences, sort of.
Yeah, exactly that. So they're good renters for me because they're fairly short-lived. I'd burn through them if they were renters.
Yeah, no,
But yeah, mine's coming tomorrow. I got the email today from the couriers to say that it'll be here tomorrow at some point. So
you get to see the tall lady in VR.
Yeah,
that's a big one for people, isn't it? Resident Evil.
No. Ray's actually communicated with this lady, haven't you, Ray? You did, didn't you, dude? He did.
Yes.
What do you mean?
Well, he spoke to her.
Yes.
Oh, like an interview.
The real one. They're the real actress.
Really?
They sparred on Twitter.
Yeah. Oh, they were good friends.
Okay. I'm not sure how to take that.
Well, no, I'm just giving you facts. What do you want?
Well, I felt like you could lead on.
And Jackie from Cyberpunk as well. He's another good friend of Ray's, isn't he, Ray?
He is so confused. He's more certain now than ever that you're going to the home. He's like, this dude, I don't.
David,
You was
go
this
with your
what you used
show.
to do, Ray? Someone fill me in.
No,
Jackie from Cyberpunk. You interviewed him, didn't you?
yes, me.
The guy that did his voice.
Me and Colin. Yeah, we interviewed him. Good,
And-
great
As
interview,
well as
by
this
the way.
lady here, Ray.
No, me and her were doing little sexual talk on Twitter back and forth.
Happy birthday, sweetheart.
All right. Okay.
Trouble is, in real life, she's a 2'7" midget, but
But in real life, that's what Ray's really
Is
into,
that
though,
the
isn't
only
it, Ray?
fans? Is that the only fans he watches?
What the hell, David? Come on with the show.
Look, we've got we've got a bunch of VR games coming out with PSVR 2. Gran Turismo 7 has just had a new update that's going to be coming with it. It's got a new super speed AI to challenge as well as VR compatibility.
yeah.
A bunch of big titles, a bunch of cool looking stuff. I think people were talking earlier about it. There's this kayak simulator that looks
That's the one I bought. I bought that one, the kayak simulator.
really pretty.
Yeah, and that one as well. There, look, the one with tentacular, whatever it's called.
Tentacular, plunging
Yeah.
into the ocean dwelling Hulk vagina,
Yeah.
wild-mannered mollusk. What? Okay.
No, seriously, you've got to see the video. It looks hilarious. You're like literally an octopus slapping boats and stuff.
Here we go. Let's have a quick gander.
Put it on mute because I got my entire show blocked last night for showing a 1983 singer on a show with no audio on, and they literally took the show down.
It's so ridiculous, man.
I was actually on the show. That's why I was showing it. I was in the audience.
Come on, where's this bloody monster?
Here he comes, look. Woohoo! He slaps him about the place with his massive tentacles.
Oh, yes. I can see your interest, bro.
Look at this.
You know, I just got an idea for a new VR game.
What? Oh
that?
no!
Is that turret shooter?
Does it involve Ant waving at you?
Wow. That's a large game. For sure.
Oh dear!
They've got all sorts releasing, absolutely all sorts.
Tetris is supposed to be very good, actually. That
Oh,
one might be
Tetris.
another. Yeah, that's supposed to be quite good in VR. Might be another purchase.
Oh, yes.
Creed. Look at that. Is that boxing?
Oh, the boxing one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I wonder if it's first person. That'd be an interesting VR.
It
one.
would. It would.
Yeah.
I imagine it will be.
Oh, but David, it has haptic feedback in the actual helmet itself, so you feel the punches on. It's true, honestly. You feel the punches on your head. It has that. It's the
Now
only
I
thing.
feel like you're pulling my leg.
No, I swear to God. Go on. It's like Ray doesn't trust me anymore.
Nope.
How can you have a relationship when they don't trust you anymore?
Ian, this is the kayak one that you've got, isn't it, Rob?
It is. That's the fella.
Like, I can't get a video up of it. I could.
No,
It's-
it does look really nice. I was sold on the video.
That looks fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, they've got a bunch of things coming out with it. It's a shame it's not going to be backwards compatible with the other titles, but
Yeah.
they're going to have loads of stuff coming out. So
Yeah, it'll be
that's what
good.
to look forward to tomorrow, and I'm sure we're going to see some content from yourself with it, aren't we, Rock?
Yes.
Yes.
I might. Yeah, I am thinking about streaming because you can do the pass through to the PlayStation, and the PlayStation can stream. So I might do a bit of that.
This is just an expansion of Gran Turismo's update. It comes with a new AI that you can race. It's got a VR showroom. All sorts of new fancy stuff.
The only thing I got from Yong Ye's video, apart from his incredibly tiny apartment, was that I was hoping that the pixels would be literally invisible. So it was like it'd be 4K, but apparently they're still there, but they're much smaller. So I was like, I wanted them not to be there. You know, until they cross that no pixels thing, you're always going to feel like, the PSVR was terrible. Looking off into the distance, it was just a blur.
Are you telling me, Rokk, that you can't see Atomic Heart subtitles, but you can see the pixels on a PS?
Yeah, well, it's right up in front of you. It's right up in front of your grill.
Rokk, that's another jab at you.
I know, mate. Mate, honestly, I feel like battle weary now. I've got nothing left, mate.
I just find it funny. Wow. Moving swiftly on, GFN Thursday from last week has got some interesting news. Monster Hunter Rise is going to be making its way over to the platform. It doesn't currently have a date, I don't think. We're still waiting to hear further announcements, but Monster Hunter Rise, as well as its expansion Sunbreak, will be coming over, which, we've all seen Monster Hunter Rise come in Game Pass recently. Yeah. It's a brilliant game. It's a well-cherished one, so that's another big win for GFN. Big flower in the bonnet. It's just more talking about Monster Hunter, but then we've got a list of our new games here that's coming. There's the Settlers that you mentioned earlier, Ray.
Good for indigestion.
We've got Cartel Tycoon. I think I've mentioned that one previously. War Pips, which actually I'm going to jump over to this right here. War Pips is currently on Epic Games free. It ends on the 2nd. So
it's actually a really good game. I played it. I enjoyed it. It's good fun.
It looks really fun.
It's like Worms, Worms and Lemmings, those games.
Yeah.
It's that
Proper
kind of
little
thing.
barrel of laughs.
Yeah.
But this is on GFN as of last week, and it's now free with Epic. So
this would be a great Ray game for streaming. It really would. This would be a great game for you to stream, Ray, and it's free on Epic. So
I'm claiming it now. I just claimed it.
Yeah, and it's on GeForce now, mate, so you can play it on there.
Go on then. While I'm over there, we'll have a look at Epic, and this is also coming to Epic tomorrow. Duskers. I don't know an awful lot about it, but it's their next release, and it will be due tomorrow. So it's always worth claiming.
Is it not Thursday? It comes out.
No, I believe it's tomorrow.
No, I'm going to stick with Thursday.
Are you going to stick with Thursday?
Yeah, only because I cover GeForce Now and Epic on the same day, because that's why GeForce Now usually proclaims the games that it has from Epic, which is Thursday. But
23rd is Thursday.
3 Feb 23rd, which I'm you're right. It's
this is sometimes age and wisdom.
Something comes with all those years, doesn't it, Rob? Something comes. Oh goodness gracious! But yes, there was a big list of games that came to GFN last week, so it's definitely going to be worth checking them all out. We're going to move over to Xbox Game Pass. We already know what's came to Xbox Game Pass, which is Atomic Heart. That came today. Is that right at the top?
Yes.
Right here, there.
Yeah.
Atomic Heart's now available, not just on Game Pass either. It's available for Game Pass, but it's just released today everywhere available to purchase, which we've already discussed it at length. It looks like a great game, so go check it out. Yeah. And then scrolling down, we've got no other games coming this week. That's all the stuff above is coming next week. But I do want to touch on games that will be leaving by next week, because it's only a week worth left, a week of time to play them. So all these games will be leaving Game Pass in a week's time.
I think the biggest one to pay attention to is if anybody's playing Octopath Traveler. That game can take a long time, to complete. Make sure that you check and try to complete it if you can.
Yeah, but and Alien Isolation, that's a cracker.
Yeah,
I enjoyed that. You got to play that one.
It's one of the older Alien games, Isolation now, isn't it? I think
yes, Dre. Thank you.
But it is good.
A few big titles. Dragon Ball has always got a big following of people. I've actually tried this Far Changing Tides. It's a cute little indie game, kind of like a platformer, but it's more like it's kind of plot based. It's really cute. I don't know how to describe it. It's a slow graphical moving across the ocean of this destroyed world and kind of piecing together.
Yes, I've played it. Yeah, and you've got to go under the water and jump up onto the platforms and stuff. Mm-hmm. It's actually a really nice game. Yeah,
it is. Yeah. I'm not doing justice with my description.
No, I know what you mean though. Yeah, it's a good game.
But it's definitely worth checking all of these out, or at least any of these before they go.
I reckon all of those are good games.
Yeah.
Be a shame. Do you know? Does it work? You would know more than me, fellas. Does it work the same as with PlayStation? As long as you open the game up, it stays in your library, even if it disappears, or does it go and it disappears from your library as well?
No, it goes away, but your save game stays. So if it ever cycles back in, you can play it again. You know,
Gotcha.
or if they say, "Hey, this game you can purchase it and play in the cloud," then you know,
and you can still use your
saves.
save
file. It was Mad Max was a cloud game once upon a time ago, and I clicked on it and play it, and it said, "You better purchase this game." I'm like, "You gotta purchase this game."
Did you never get to play it then, Ray?
I need to finish it. So
such a good game.
Yeah,
love Mad Max. One of those big underrated games, a bit like Days Gone. Just a great game.
Most people don't know it's actually an open world type game.
Yeah,
like
really good game.
Driving that car all across the desert and around.
Yeah, all the races and stuff, and just brilliant. Brilliant.
Was that on Stadia, that Mad Max?
No, you're Rage 2, which is kind of similar. There are similarities with it, but
I'm sure you could pick that up for next to nothing.
Yeah,
Mad Max.
pennies now.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, and I would highly recommend doing so if you can as well. Yeah, for sure.
Just touching on Microsoft Flight Simulator getting a new update to New Zealand. I believe it's released.
That would be
over and
gorgeous.
New Zealand. Yeah, that's going to be amazing. I know that's actually funny enough. It's one of the places that we, that's the UK Rokk, send our RAF to train to fly is over New Zealand.
I didn't know that. Wow.
I learned that because my cousin did it in training about 10 years ago.
You could fly over and crash land at Hobbiton.
Yeah, Hobbiton.
Oh God, moving on again. It's called. Moving on again.
Yeah, Hobbiton. Yeah.
That's so funny.
I wanted to touch on Wolong because
the Shire. Sorry.
The
Shire. I'm
Dre,
wrong.
that was the game I was trying to think of that I've played. It's a really good game. Shadow Warrior 3. It only came out a couple of days ago.
It did.
Yeah, that's a cool game. Yeah, another one you'd like, Ray? That's a great streamer for you, my friend.
Yeah, I think I played it on because I think didn't it come out on PlayStation?
Oh, has it been out before?
Okay, and I think I played it. If I'm not mistaken.
All right. You sure it wasn't 2? This is 3.
I think it's 3.
Oh, it could have been.
Yeah.
I think it's 3.
It's good. I hadn't played it before. Come on, David. Ray needs to get. He's got a wife's birthday waiting for him.
You're nattering away.
Speed up, boy.
All right, we've got Wolong, and it's coming out.
So is Ray. That's why he wants to go.
It's coming out on Game Pass and available to purchase in other places. But also on February 24th, there will be a demo coming out for PlayStation, Xbox, Steam, and Microsoft Store. So get it checked out as soon as it comes out.
It's coming to Game Pass though, isn't it?
It is coming to Game Pass, but not until the day of release. This is a demo coming out a week prior, so we can all get our mitts into it and test out the waters. All right, we also have Sons of the Forest coming. It has an early access release in, when is it? 2 days' time. 2 days' time.
Is this a next to the Forest? Is it?
Yes.
Okay.
It's the anticipated, highly acclaimed first one from the forest. This is Sons of the Forest.
Yeah.
What looks really cool though is I believe it's done in Unreal 5, and like chopping wood looks incredible. Digging holes in the earth, like when you put your shovel into the soil and pick it up, it just looks stunning. Now the only issue is it's out in 2 days, but it's early access. They don't tell you the price.
No.
There's no way to pre-order it or anything.
I bought The Forest fairly recently and literally after hearing you guys talking about it, I noticed it was £7 on a PlayStation sale. So I picked it up. And I've only played a little bit of it. It's on my list. But but that was only £7, so I doubt it's going to be very expensive. This one.
Make that full screen again. Yeah, this trailer right here, Rokk. You'll see when in a second they're going to put a shovel into the earth. This is the best looking like earth moving I've ever seen in a game. Yeah, just pay attention to this next part.
Okay. Like a survival game where you're constantly tearing things out and building them up. It's
gorgeous, isn't it?
Like every night you get attacked and you have to defend your place, and then the next day rebuild. And it's pretty compelling. But watch this digging in the ground here coming up. This blew my mind. This part.
Oh yeah. Oh, look at that. Yeah, the way the earth's bubbling up around the shovel. Huh.
It's incredible. It looks really neat.
I know. In the forest, the first one, I survived on turtles and used the shell to collect rainwater to drink.
So it's definitely a survival game, but I think this one is going to have a little bit more focus on multi or co-op. And there's actually going to be some kind of a story, a mystery involving these things, which looks cool.
This is cool.
Yeah.
So David, it's coming to early access to play on. Is this the one that has a trailer? No, that was Wulong, wasn't it? This is
Wulong is getting a demo in 2 days. Yeah. This early access of this game comes out in the planned release is in 2 days. So that's when people will be able to purchase.
And then they'll say what the price is. And is it only on Steam or?
I believe so. It is only on Steam. I don't know if it's entered to be available on GFN as well. Go on, Ray. You sound like you're about to correct me.
No, I'm looking for a price for this game. So
there's no. What I'm wondering, the only thing I'm questioning is if they're giving you early access for free for a little bit, or if it's
$29.99. $29.99.
Yep.
Cool. I'll buy that.
No, but in the UK it's £24.99.
We've got another deal. What's going on, David? We're getting the deals, man. Why?
Well, I can't wait to jump in with Ryzak or Ray and try to build a fort and defend it. I think it's going to be fun.
CD Keys have got it for $23.99. There you go. Yeah, it looks cool. It does look. I've got to get Forest. I keep forgetting I've got it.
I'm going to be squealing like a girl playing this game. I really.
You know what?
Well, it does kind of remind you of like the Forest, but mixed with Scorn a little bit. Like that's kind of the vibe it kind of gives you.
Yeah. I hear you. Very good. Very good.
We've already talked about it a million times, but I don't know if this is of interest to you fellas. It's been talked about. Atomic Hearts was boasting its ray tracing capabilities.
It looks good.
But on launch, it has got none. There's no available anywhere.
There is. I've been playing it thinking, wow, look at this ray tracing. Yeah, it's like complete reflections and everything.
The reflections are gorgeous, but from what I'd read about it, there's no ray tracing.
Can you honestly, you got this robot chasing you around the room, wobbling his...
It doesn't matter, does it?
Waving at you.
I wanted to see the reflection of my forehead as he caved it in.
I hear you. I forget that they are... It's like if you got up to a mirror... You should be able to see yourself, and that's I did. There's none of that. I agree, but I thought it looked gorgeous.
Oh no, it still looks gorgeous. It does. But it was just that they were boasting they had great ray tracing, and now they've released the game without any capacity. Not even on PC are you able to turn ray tracing on, which is a little frustrating. But I mean, it can always come later. I was just touching on that. I also thought, just to prompt people, games always available with Prime. They're always coming out with new things. So I thought I would show everyone what they've currently got.
One hand clap.
One hand clap. And anyone remember that from Stadia? It's that game that you
I bought it.
Yeah?
Yep.
Yeah, I did. I because it was early access. Do you remember it was early access on Stadia, and it wasn't expensive. It was like $2.99 or something. So. I think I oh no, is he checking out the Coke already? Is it that time of the day?
I've got a bowl of melted chocolate from Georgia.
That's what the police do, isn't it? They go, and I'm always thinking to myself, man, you're going to blow up with that amount of Coke. You're sucking on your little finger. What the hell's wrong with you, dude?
Believe it or not, Rokk, even if they did do that in the 80s, which I don't think they did, but if they did, they're not doing it today with fentanyl. They're not gonna dabble in any of that.
We have broke all the rules today, folks. Just letting you know.
We've tried. We've hit nearly every nail. The only one we haven't covered is Raquel Welch died, Ray.
No,
I know.
Oh, Richard Belzer. Richard Belzer
Chief-
from
Chief
Law and
passed
Order.
away.
He passed
Oh,
away as
was
well.
he more attractive than Rackle Welsh?
Oh,
No.
not at
Then,
all.
then why interrupt me? What the hell's wrong with you? Ray and I were having a Raquel Welsh moment, and you brought Richard Bowser into it. What the hell's that all about?
Well, he's almost as old as she is.
Ray, do you remember 10,000 BC?
Yes.
You were the one who threw that bone in the sky.
No, that was 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Oh.
Yeah. And that was actually on Ant's show one night.
Wow.
It definitely shifted the paradigm.
Ray. Ray's like, come on, guys, can I please go and see the wife?
I'm all done. I was just telling you, get your Prime games.
Very good. Very good, my friend. Very good. Thank you so much, Dave. David's, I'm genuine. I'm not just saying this, but I think David should be thinking about a career as a game journalist. What do you reckon, guys? He could do that, couldn't he? Talk to my friends at Cloud Dosage, my friend. They pay for articles. Get in there, do it.
Funny enough, I've entertained the idea of a career in journalism.
Yeah, you'd be good at it.
Journalism, but journalism in general, and game journalism might not be a bad place to start.
No, good place to start. Build up the.
Make sure you know your price. Make sure you know your price when somebody comes to buy
Start
you.
free. Don't listen to him. Start free. Always start free and build up, mate. You got to build the CV. You got to get the names.
That's what I'm doing right here now, Rokk. That's right.
Yeah. Listen, I'm telling you now, the expensive ladies in the boudoir are the ones that never drive away in the Rolls Royce. Just remember that. Just remember that. Raymond, thank you so much, my friend. I know you've been desperate to get off. Nicole's waiting there. Everything's like, come on, we've got a special pancake day and everything. Do you guys have pancake day like we do over here in the States?
I tell Nicole I want pancakes every day. When she
Fair
asks
point.
me, what do you want for breakfast? And I'm always pancakes.
See, we don't have like pancake day. That sounds delicious. We have like
we do.
dead President's Day. We just
I know. Not when you get a bit of Abe Lincoln in your teeth. It's like,
you don't want
Abe.
that.
Yeah.
I remember.
Score.
You laugh, but when I worked in a bakery, we made George Washington head cookies.
What?
Yes.
Wow.
Shape of his head, they were cookies. They're
Really?
like shortbread cookies. Yes.
Wow. What's the dollar bill that he's on then?
The $1 bill.
Oh, see.
$1
Was it a dollar a cookie?
No, it was actually those cookies were going for half.
Oh, 50-cent cookies. 50 cent. They could have put 50 cent on them instead, and then the George ones could have gone for $1.
Well, it's like 99s cost £2 nowadays, Rokk.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. What's that all about, mate? Same price, but they put half the ingredients in as well. That's the other thing they do, isn't it?
I love Pancake Day.
It's Shrove Tuesday.
Blueberry and Nutella ones sat on the table through there.
I wonder if my wife. I wonder if Mrs. Rock is. It's because over here we have a thing called Shrove Tuesday, which is 40 days before Easter, 40 days of Lent. So it's kind of a bit like you're supposed to like go on a bit of a,
you're going to give something up, aren't you? Just give something up for Lent. Pick something that's unhealthy in your life, a bad vice.
Yeah.
That's Nicole. You know,
you don't want to give up Nicole, mate. That's
no.
Don't be doing that.
No, that's Nicole. I remember she gave up eating hot dogs.
Wow. Is that a euphemism, Raymond?
I don't know what he was getting at.
What the hell? She gave up eating hot dogs.
Wow. Yeah, I love Ray's hot dog and chili sauce.
Wow.
Yeah, why not? No, and so for some reason they eat pancakes. I think it's supposed to like fatten yourself up and then you give up stuff. That's kind of what it's all about.
Meant to be the idea.
But not like those American pancakes, are they, David? Like their pancakes are like door wedges.
Oh yeah, I showed these my pancakes earlier. I'm like, that's not a bloody pancake. That's a crepe.
Yeah, exactly. That's what they are. Crepe. The French nicked our idea for pancakes, and they just went, they're crap, and we went, no, they're not crap at all. And the name stuck, which I think was really. I think that's a terrible thing. It's an insinuation. But anyway, we got a couple of them coming on. William, what do you got coming up the rest of the week, my friend?
Not much, man. I think I'm going to be playing some Mafia 2 tomorrow. And then Friday for mental health awareness Bjorn streams, his charity streams. I'm going to be streaming some Among Us with the community. I'm going to try to airlock Ray again. I think it's becoming.
We don't have to try. It's just going to happen.
It's going to happen.
I got something for you to airlock. But go ahead.
It's that hot dog she didn't eat.
Brilliant. Oh, that's cool. I'm looking forward to that. What time on Friday? It's just your normal time. Yeah. Brilliant. Thank you, my friend. Raymond, what about yourself?
Well, tonight, not by my wishes, but by my wife's, I'm not going to stream tonight. If I even try and stream a game or go on a show tonight.
Yeah.
But we're actually going to a Brazilian steakhouse. And she loves, that's one of her favorite places. So we're going to go.
Nice.
They bring out steak, they bring out lamb, shrimp, and ribs. And all
Do Brazilians make extra good steaks or something, Rick? Because I've heard of Brazilian steakhouses.
Let me. First of all, these guys, they wear this traditional gear on, and they come with the meat, and they carve. They give you these things to pull the meat off, and you put it on your plate. And then they just keep bringing it until you put a sign saying "No mas, no mas."
That sounds like seduction.
And I'm telling you, oh my God, the filet mignon, it just melts in your mouth. It is so juicy. It's just so yeah, that.
Not a meat eater, but it does sound nice if you're
carnivore.
I know. It's Americans.
Love meat.
I love a Brazilian. It's just the meat.
Brazilian wax.
Oh well, listen. Send Nicole our best regards, my friend. And I hope she has a wonderful birthday.
Thank you.
Down at the old Brazilian, that'll be amazing. David, what have you got anything anywhere near as exciting as Ray's got lined up?
Not really. Oh. I mean, I've got a nice home to go chill out in. I'm looking forward to that.
You've got a nice dog to pet.
Yeah.
Well, as you might have noticed, Georgia actually left to go back to Edinburgh in the middle of this stream.
Oh no! Was it something you said? I can't live with someone so ageist. I'm leaving.
David, I always hate it when your better half leaves. Damn.
I know. No, you don't, because then I'm back to spending time with you. So is that why you hate it?
That's true.
Is that why you hate it?
Yeah. Actually, it's probably not that far. Not that far to Edinburgh from your place, is it? Is it an hour and a half, 2 hours?
miles from my town.
There you go. There you go.
Wait a minute. Is he walking? Because then it's like what? 2 months.
Where's the map area?
Yeah. It's about 8 hours on a train from where I live. It's only 20 minutes from where David lives.
Hour and a half, 2 hour train.
Nice. That's actually quite nice though, and it's a beautiful town, isn't it? Gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Gorgeous town. Lovely place. So there you go. So you got your pass to get the games out. Bit more Atomic Heart.
I'll be gaming a bit more. Just back on the console, hanging out with the fellas a little bit.
Nice.
Just all that type of jazz.
Nice.
Try and chill out now. I've spent the weekend so busy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we know
what
you mean.
I tell you what, Ray, did we cover what you're doing, my friend? Yes, we did. We got filet mignon and minions and all that stuff going on in Brazil.
Flaming minions.
You can't. I'd love a bit of flaming minion. So I can't leave without promoting once more my friend Josiah Martinez's brand new show, which is on later today. In fact, it's on in about 3 hours, 2 hours, give or take. And honestly, it's going to be great. I've spent all day working on, as I do, the intro video, the outro video, the thumbnails and stuff.
Young man, adorable, just adorable.
Yeah, it's going to be such a good show. And they're going to be playing some Nintendo Switch stuff, maybe some Xbox stuff, just some beautiful daddy and son time. So it's a lovely thing, and he's such a great kid. So look out for that. That's in 2 hours' time, wherever you live, on this channel. How amazing is that? And I'm in negotiations on other shows not featuring me as well. So watch. You're right there, David. You suddenly gone into I'm in a great deal of pain mode by the look of it.
I'm getting a little store sauced up, but I'm all right, Rock. It's hard.
Yeah, well, you see, if you'd have cut your bit sooner, you'd have been able to go by now, mate. So you've only got yourself to blame.
See, I thought he had to.
True, Rock, you called us old. See, that's what us old
I
folks
know.
feel sometimes, you know?
I know. I think he's Benjamin Button. I think he's actually 78. Oh, dear. Chat, thank you so much as well. Lovely and great. Always entertaining us, engaging with us, bringing us the news. Absolutely fantastic. So we all thoroughly enjoyed that. I think we should just let everybody go, don't you guys? I think we've tortured them enough. And we'll be back next Tuesday for a load more. William, do you think you'll be here next Tuesday? You've got your impending...
Yes, I actually will. I had to reschedule the appointment to March 1st anyway. So that's when I find out going forward, yeah.
Fantastic. Okay, guys, thank you so much as ever. Brilliant show.
All the best, everyone.
We'll see you all soon. You take care.